Hello everyone, this is Kyubei. This is the 102nd video from Kyubei Insight Lab. Last time, we categorized and examined the characteristics of world religion into 4 groups. This was to explore the fundamental causes of global conflict. This time, I'd like to share my analysis of the structure of US politics in relation to the ongoing war in Iran. Just $15.9 billion vending machine. The 15.9 billion, do you know what this number represents? Well, we are often told that the 2024 US election is a monumental choice between two ideological opposites, Biden and Trump. But from my perspective as an analyst in Tokyo, this is a category error. We are not watching a competition of ideas. We are watching a fully automated system performing its programmed functions. The price of admission. To understand why the driver matters less than the vehicle, look at the capital required to enter the race. The cost of a US presidential election has ballooned to an epic $50.9 billion. For global context, the scale of this expenditure is an anomaly among peers. United Kingdom, for example, the 35 million pounds, till 1/360th of the US cost. France, 17 million euro, till 1/900th. Japan, 80 billion yen, till 1/30th. When democracy requires this level of private funding, it ceases to be a representative institution and transform into a profit-driven political vending machine. The high cost of entry ensure that the system is captured by the capital that fuels it before a single vote is cast. The legacy code 1950s automation. This is not a modern glitch. It is intended output of architectural design in the 1950s. I think this is a problem. The foundational logic of the modern American state was largely authored by figures like John Foster Dulles and Allen Welsh Dulles. They establish a triad of influence, the architecture of capture. That remains the engine of the US state today. The one is the religious lobby, providing the moral narrative. 2, the military-industrial complex, MIC, the driving industrial and technological output. 3, private money, the fuel for campaign donation that binds the system together. By the time we reach the current era, the system has achieved full automation. Regardless of who occupies the White House, the underlying machinery, the lobbyists, the mics, and the private interest ensure the same buttons are pressed, leading to forced war or pointless intervention as a system requirement. Negative leverage, the economics of decay. The most alarming feature of this automated machine is its radical economic inefficiency, or what I call negative leverage. For me, a former institutional investor, the negative leverage is a terrifying term. The system is now programmed for intervention that destroy more value than they create for the global order. Direct cost, the estimated cost for just 37 days of war is $42.1 billion, roughly $1 billion in a daily expenditure. Economic growth, this activity triggered as a $2.1 trillion risk to global GDP. The multiplier, that we are seeing a 50x negative leverage effect. A $42.1 billion expenditure results in a $2.2 trillion loss for the global economy. Inside the machine, the gears are going without oversight. Of the $4.65 trillion in publicly disclosed Pentagon assets, nearly 40%, $2.1 trillion, lacks sufficient evidence for auditing. This is a system that fundamentally bypasses civilian control. The view from the Frontline in the West, you debate the personality of the puppet. Here in East Asia, on the Frontline of the Western Alliance, we are forced to watch the strings. The US political system is no longer a human endeavor driven by policy. It is a legacy architecture from the 1950s that has reached terminal automation. It consumes billions in fuel only to produce trillions in global economic depression. My question to you is simple. In a system of full automation, does the identity of the operator even matter? Until next time, this is Kyubei from Japan.